Welcome to Ringside Pulse.
Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to Ringside Pulse, episode 2. I'm your host and co-founder, TBK, alongside my host and co-founder.
Hello, everyone. I'm Kris Kraven. Nice to see everybody again. Well, tonight we are going to be talking about the very mysterious favor that CM Punk has with Paul Heyman. And I would be very interested to see if anybody has ideas or theories themselves to put it in the comments. I don't know, TBK, where do you go with this favor?
Okay, so I got to be honest here, right? I honestly thought it was going to be him main eventing WrestleMania. That's what he's been talking about. That's what he's been wanting. It's been on his lips ever since he's come back. But I thought that had something to do with it too. But
the
only thing I was going to say is I think that would have been a little too easy. The fact that we know that's what he wants. So they did a very good job with first of all, not only the swerve, but leaving it on a cliffhanger. I was like, oh, come on.
If you go back since the Survivor Series War Games when he returned, shortly after he spoke, that was his first time speaking after returning, shortly after Survivor Series. And ever since then, he's had 3 things he's spoken about: a title shot, main event, and Paul Heyman.
Right. So
you got 3 things: Heyman, a title, and a main event at Mania. These are the 3 business-related points that he's made, or interest he's made since returning. And you go through the feud with McIntyre, the drama with Rollins. You go through all of them. Anywhere he's directed his attention or been drawn into, even Survivor Series with Roman, helping Roman in War Games, none of it's been personal. That's the big thing. He's constantly said, this isn't personal, this is business. I'm here for XYZ, and the 3 things that he has shown interest in is Heyman, a title, and main eventing Mania. Well, he's got 1 off the list. 1's already done. It's a done deal.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, and so whatever this favor is, obviously we know it's going to put Paul in some sort of compromising position, right? And the reason I say that is if you look back, when Phil, CM Punk, when Punk goes, that's not the favor I'm owed, and you see Heyman go, God damn it, like what?
No, that's a good point. You see the reaction on Heyman's face, but did you catch the reaction on Roman's face?
Yes.
It was different. To me, it was different. Before, when the favor was asked for, you're going to owe me a favor, Roman wanted to know. He was curious. This time, he looked just as in that whole, oh, fuck, as Heyman did. Did you catch that?
Well, I didn't catch that. What I did catch, though, as far as Roman is concerned, why is he so cool with his wise man hugging and kissing all over CM Punk? Like he just went in there not long ago, ripped open the cage with CM Punk and Seth Rollins because Heyman went out there and gave him a hug and all this stuff, and he was all jealous and enraged. You're going to let the man hug and kiss on the guy 2 feet in front of you and not react at all. It's strange.
Maybe he's testing loyalty. It wouldn't be the first time he's tested someone's loyalty. Maybe he doesn't care. Maybe maybe not like that, but maybe he's confident. Maybe he, in his own mind, Heyman's going to stay put. You don't have to worry about his wise man leaving.
Right.
Which I think might have something to do with this main event. You and I've talked, offline about this. There's a lot of, you get the rumor mills, you get people that all over the internet all day long, just like the next guy. And there's a lot of theories that are thrown out there, right? So there's theories that Heyman may pull the ultimate swerve and go with Rollins. There's all these thoughts of maybe the favor is Heyman gets Punk a title rematch before he does his own Roman Reigns. Like this could go any way. It could go anywhere.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think, I mean, I like that. I like that it gives us several options, but on the other side, I guess the impatient fan in me doesn't like it because it's not obvious and it's not clear cut, which, you know what? I've bitched about that several times about how WWE, when they want to make something obvious, they make it freaking obvious. They
Right.
don't sugarcoat. They rip the damn Band-Aid off and expose the wound, so to speak. Like with this, they're not doing it. And I'm not going to lie. Maybe it's just my personality, but it's just like, fuck, man, give me something. And what we thought we had, which again, what we thought we had was him main eventing WrestleMania, and for him to go, yeah, that's cool, but that's not it. It's like, what else could you want? Like, come on, man. Like, but it's brilliant. It's again, it's a testament to Triple H's long form storytelling. And it's also a testament to, these guys, whatever Triple H is selling right now, these guys are buying. They're buying into it.
Yeah, and Punk is doing a really good job. He has been doing a really good job of keeping you hanging. Ever since that favor was mentioned.
Yeah.
The first time it was dropped that Paul owes him a favor. It's something that I think has been in the back of every wrestling fan's mind, everybody that watches the programming's mind. What is that favor? And it was only a small seed planted, but it was a small seed that has developed, has given humongous results in just the idea of what it could be.
Right.
It's definitely spread.
Yeah. I mean, you think about the history between the Heyman guys, right? I mean, Paul was with CM Punk for that title reign. What was it, like 433 days, something like that?
Something like that, yeah.
With him for a hot minute. With Roman now for almost, 4 years. He was with Brock for at least 2 to 3 years.
Well, he's been with Brock his whole career.
Oh yeah,
Most of his career,
right? But like the thing is yes, and I've said this before. Yes, all these guys have history together, but the main history, the unresolved history, is still between Seth and Roman. Roman still does not have a clean victory over Seth Rollins.
No, he doesn't. And the drama over the last 10 years between, I don't know, I kind of would rival to say that the drama that Seth and Roman have may be equal to the drama that Rollins and Punk have.
Right.
And then the drama that Punk, I wouldn't say it rivals it, but the drama that Punk has with both Rollins and Reigns, as far as the Shield goes from way back when, that's something they're kind of teasing with too. Like, see, Punk said it. He's like, I brought you in here. I'll take you out. Man, there's a lot of swerves and a lot of pivots they can roll. I mean, we got still a few weeks left before Mania to unveil this favor or have it drop out of nowhere. Maybe even on Mania night. Who knows?
I mean, well, that's the thing. That's why I had said, for him to say that the favor is not for him to main event WrestleMania, that means that you still have that open window. And like you just said, it could happen anytime now between now and WrestleMania. So it's like,
the bitch about it would be as if the favor does not. And I was thinking about this earlier this afternoon. Like the favor doesn't happen for some time. Like kind of like a Money in the Bank cash in. Punk waits for the opportune moment, even if it's way past Mania.
Oh, yeah. I mean, okay. I'm all for long-term story cooking. but at that point you're just burning it. Like how many
Got
times?
a hook.
Yeah,
It's got a hook.
I got it, but like how many times have we seen? I don't want the favor to turn into a proverbial prop. You know what I mean? Like the Money in the Bank briefcase is that it's a prop. You know, and we've seen a million fake cash-ins. We've seen, unsuccessful cash-ins and stuff like that. Like this is too big. There's too many main event players here. Like I understand, maybe wanting to bleed it out a little more, but I don't know. Like I feel like the payoff has got to be worth it if you're going to do that. Like again, if it and I know I'm going to sound a broken record here. And guys, like I said, if you guys leave any comments, don't roast me here, but we know what we know. We know that the favor is not WrestleMania. So what is it? Like that's not the big payoff. So it's gotta be bigger than that. What is, WrestleMania is the grandest stage of them all. Punk has never done it. He's never been there. He's never been on the main event. What could be bigger than that in a wrestler's career? Like I said, and I threw this out here and it may be way out of left field. Okay. But it's still a theory. Is it that, winner of the match leaves the WWE? Are they gonna get rid of Roman for a while? Or are they gonna get rid of Seth for a while?
Or if you want to talk about wild theories, I don't think that it would be a loser leaves or something like that, because we're taking on a triple threat here. So we're talking about it's not a 1-on-1. There'd be at least two losers in this match.
Well, I meant person who gets pinned. You know what I mean? Like,
okay.
Other person just goes to the back. Other person hits the bricks.
So as far as wild theories, could it be the title? Let's go to the title, because like I said, you got three things that he's wanted. Main eventing Mania, that's done. Check. It's out of the equation. That's happening. And you just said, what's bigger than main eventing Mania? Well, what's bigger than main eventing Mania? How about main eventing Mania 2 nights, both nights?
Yeah.
Say the favor for Heyman, if Heyman's even got this kind of pool. If you want to talk about wild theories, let's just off the wall theories. Winner gets added to maybe Cena and Cody, or Gunther and Uso. I guess it wouldn't be Gunther and Uso. It would have to be Cena and Cody, because then you got Punk main eventing both nights of Mania.
I don't know.
And then if it went, let's go down that rabbit hole. Let's go wild theory here. Let's say he wins the triple threat. He goes in, they eject the favors. He gets put into this Cena-Cody equation. Cody don't retain. Cena doesn't get his 17th, but Punk gets it. It continues. Now, Roman's wise man helped Punk get into a match where he acquired the WWE Championship that Roman wants.
So the only
and
thing
Seth don't believe he deserves.
The only thing that I could see there is with Roman and the wise man Paul Heyman. Then you would be stepping on the Rock's toes, and the Rock is still very much Samoan dynasty. So yeah, I can.
But he did say, "I will deal." Punk's words. I will deal with you two bald frauds down the road.
Yep, he sure did.
One thing I've learned about Punk is pay attention to everything he says and how he says it.
Yeah.
He drops hints.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only thing there is, like I said, that would give him the opportunity to step on the Rock's toes, and get into the Rock's business, because apparently he feels that the Rock has gotten into his, or whatever the case may be. It's like I said though, I mean, I have to give it up for Triple H and the creative on this one, because not for a long time have I witnessed a storyline that after a while wasn't so paint by numbers and cut and dry. Like this one actually has that element
Stuff.
of what the fuck is it gonna be?
It's definitely got some good flavor to it, that's for sure. But let's dive down the other rabbit hole. The other thing that I see it everywhere. The other rabbit hole is maybe not the favor in general just yet, but maybe Heyman, to avoid the favor, Heyman turns heel, goes with Rollins,
Right.
to try to side skirt and get away with not doing the favor.
Well, I mean, that's what everybody's thinking. Either Heyman stays loyal to Roman, Heyman joins Punk, or Heyman pulls the ultimate swerve and goes, "You two have put me in enough positions," and he pulls the ultimate swerve and goes with Rollins. And like I said, if that were to happen, then you set up the match on down the line for Rollins versus Roman, and Roman finally gets that clean win or a win.
You get, well, that's why we said, like I said at the beginning of this, I mean, you could go anywhere with this. You could go anywhere, any fan, any analyst, any person in the business, any just normal person sitting at home watching it on their television, any person in the business itself. You could go anywhere with this with your imagination on where it's going to go. But one thing is for sure, it has, even though it is Heyman that owes the favor to Punk, I truly believe that no matter what, this favor is going to change Heyman.
Yeah.
So it's gonna cause Heyman to do something that's gonna make a change.
Yes.
It's gonna something different's coming.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like, and again, we have to, before we go forward, we have to go back, right? So let's rewind the tape a little bit. Let's rewind the tape till, right after WrestleMania 40. And Heyman is back. He's with Jimmy and Jay, or he's either with Jimmy and Jay or he's with the New Bloodline. And he waits until they all leave the room. He calls Roman Reigns' phone. Roman Reigns' phone is disconnected, right? And he gets that look on his face to where he feels like his heart has just been ripped out of his chest, right? Then he has to endure the Solo's bloodline without Roman. He gets put through a table, ends up in a neck brace, blah, 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 blah. Has to deal with the wrath of, Jacob Fatu and the Tongans and Solo by himself until Roman decides to come back. So in my mind, Heyman has not forgotten that, whether or not he's let it go, because the saying is forgive, never forget. So whether he's whether he's forgiven is a whole different story.
You also go with, if I'm not mistaken, the first time we saw Heyman return after the table spot was to announce Punk. If I have that accurate. Or shortly right after he came back, that was what it was. Punk was the fifth man. Heyman came down, black suit,
yes.
I got the fifth man, and Roman was shocked.
Yes,
Roman
indeed.
was 100% like, you saw the look on his face when he heard Heyman's voice.
I remember that moment because I remember there being that small moment of doubt where everybody was like, holy fuck, is it going to be Brock?
Yeah.
And it was, but that was amidst all the supposed legal trouble with McMahon and Brock supposedly, but still there was that little chance and everybody was like, oh my God. And then when it was Punk, it was like, oh, okay, another Heyman guy, but oh, okay, it's Punk. Holy shit.
As a fan, I can't really sit here and say that I'm in favor of Heyman changing who he's going to be with. At this point, it doesn't matter if he's with Roman, if he's with Punk, if he's with Rollins. I think the favor, there was a time when I thought, like you, the favor was the main event spot.
I think that's what everyone thought.
But at the same time, I was thinking, well, maybe, like I said, he's talked about a few business points since he's come back, and maybe at the same time, I'm thinking about, okay, it's a main event spot. Maybe it's him getting a title match because Roman wants the title back. He said it to Cody, I want that back. We have not seen a return match between Cody and Roman. It's been a year. No return match. We've seen Cody and Roman team. We know where Roman stands with that title. He wants it back. So maybe it is a title shot. Maybe it's not, though. Maybe it's just wanting Heyman. All right, I want your wise man. That's my favor.
Yeah, but like, I feel like that's weak though. Like we were talking before off air. That's too weak. To me, it's like, you know, I get the main event WrestleMania and I get your wise man. Like, okay, yeah.
But think about how
it's
deep
too
it
simple. It's too simple.
It does. It seems simple, but think about how deep that runs. I really think about how deep that runs. How many strings has Heyman been able to pull for his clients over the years? Main event, title shots, big opportunities. How many strings has Heyman having? It's been proven time and time again with Brock, with Punk, with Roman, with anybody Heyman's actively been with for a long period of time. He has been able to help not only maybe even make the person or recreate the person, but establish power on their side and in their corner. So maybe it's not, maybe on the surface it seems too simple. But when you dive deep into it, having someone like Heyman in your corner, possibilities endless.
I mean,
of what you can get your hands on.
I mean, at that point, I would say that it would give a guy like Seth a leg to stand on, because then he could turn around and be like, see, I was right about you. You will manipulate and pull and push and do whatever you have to do despite everyone else to get whatever you want at the cost of anything or anyone. You know, so having Heyman as that buffer to be like, you know, oh, it's not me, it's my wise man. It's my wise man, you know.
Well, he did say, he said it multiple times. I'm not here for personal. I'm here for business. Kind of like a Godfather. You know, it ain't personal. It's business.
Right.
For him.
Yeah. I mean, it's like I said, there's a part of me that really hopes that it's not that easy. I hope it's a little bit more grimy. I hope it's a little bit more shock and all. Like I said, like, again, as we said before, WWE has a way of going, okay, that's not what it is, but here's what it is. And the Band-Aid gets ripped off and you're like, oh, okay, I saw that coming. I don't want to see it coming a mile away. I really don't. I want the shock. I want the awe. I want something that I totally don't expect. And the fact that I like the fact that I can't put my finger on it. I like the fact that I can't, you know, go, oh, okay, this is what I like that.
Right. No, I'm with you there. It's like we have this episode tonight and we're talking about all these off the wall, wild asinine ideas, and some that are logical, some that aren't, because you can't, it's not like we're a couple super fans just at home chopping away on our computer trying to figure out, we're just going to say whatever. No, we talk about it the way we talk about it, and we brainstorm it, and we open the whole box all the way up, spread each side of that box wide open, because at this point, with the cliffhangers that they've been leaving, especially the one from the other night where he said, by the way, that's not the favor I'm owed, it leaves an open possibility for it to be anything. I mean, for Christ's sakes, he could come on Raw or SmackDown and say, well, the favor is I want Heyman to go get me some fucking popcorn. It could be anything at this moment. I got it. But that's the point. Right now, and I agree with you, I don't want it to be something you see a mile away. But as it stands right now, with the cliffhanger of, that's not the favor I'm owed. Now you need to, as you said earlier, there's your build-up, there's your cliffhanger. You got everybody on the edge of their seat going, what the fuck? What is this favor? And at some point, they're going to drop it. And I like you. I hope that it's worth it.
You and me both. Well, I hope we gave you guys some things to think about. Again, leave us some comments. What do you guys think the favor is going to be? Do you think it's going to live up to the hype? Is it going to be worth it? Or do you see it coming a mile away?
I want to see people's, because maybe we can get a good idea. I want to see comments. I want blood, sweat, and tears on these comments. I want your most wildest idea. If you guys can put that in a comment, then that would be great. Give us anything. I don't care how logical, illogical, reasonable, unreasonable, anything. Give it to us.
You heard the man. Be sure to join us for episode 3 as we talk about the first ever match being inducted into the Hall of Fame. WrestleMania 13, Bret Hart versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. For Ringside Pulse, I have been your host and co-founder, TBK, alongside my co-host and co-founder, Kris Kraven. Ringside Pulse.
Y'all good night.
See ya.
See ya.